Assalamu alaikum, class 4. It's our 19th lecture of English A. So today we are going to study New Oxford Modern English Book 4. First of all, open page number 64. At the top of the page, write down the date. Chapter 6, The Story of Dr. Dolittle. Words to know: Butcher's book, the book the butcher uses for writing down what meat has been supplied and how much is out. Cracker, a thin, crisp wafer or biscuit. Dresser, a low chest of drawers. Hedgehog, a type of small mammal with sharp spines covering the body. Linen closet, a cabinet or recess for storing clothing and sheets. Pantry, a small room usually near a kitchen where food and other dining articles are stored. Porridge, a soft food made by boiling oats or cereal in water or milk. Rheumatism, a condition in which discomfort is felt in the limbs and joints. Ridiculous, silly, deserving to be made fun of. Weeping willow, a type of tree with long branches and leaves that reach down to the ground. So now we will start the reading. Once upon a time, many years ago, when our grandfathers were little children, there was a doctor and his name was Dolittle. John Dolittle, MD. MD means that he was a proper doctor and knew a whole lot. So this is the story about a children, and at that time when their grandfathers were children, and at that time there was a doctor named Dolittle, John Dolittle, and he was a proper doctor and he knew a lot. He lived in a town called Puddleby on the Marsh. All the folks, young and old, knew him well by sight. The dogs and the children would all run up and follow behind him, and even the crows that live in the church tower would caw and nod their heads. So every person of the town knew him, and also the animals of the town followed him. Knew mean जानना, folks mean groups या अपने खतिये के लोग. The house he lived in on the edge of the town was quite small, but his garden was very large and had a wide lawn and stone seats and weeping willows hanging over. His sister Sarah Dolittle was the housekeeper for him. So in the house in which he lived, it was small, but its garden was wide, and it has stone seats and weeping willow hangings. And his Sarah Dolittle was the housekeeper. She was the one who looks after the house. Edge mean tezdar kinara. Wide lawn mean kashada chaman. He was very fond of animals and kept many kind of pets. Beside the goldfish in the pond at the bottom of his garden, he had rabbits in the pantry, white mice in his piano, a squirrel in the linen closet, and a hedgehog in the cellar. He had a cow with a calf too, and an old lamb, horse 25 years of age, and chickens and 2 lambs and many other animals. But his favorite pets were Dab the duck, Jib the dog, the parrot Polynesia the parrot, and the owl Toto. So he had having many kind of animals in his house, and they were living in the different parts of the house. But his favorites were Dab, the duck, dog, and parrot and owl. His sister used to grumble about all these animals and said they made the house untidy. And one day when an old lady with rheumatism came to see the doctor, she sat on the hedgehog, who was sleeping on the sofa, and never came to see him anymore, but drove every Saturday all the way to Ozenthorpe, another town 10 miles off, to see a different doctor. So his sister was not happy about the animals because she said that they made the house untidy. And one day an old lady come to see the doctor, so she sat on the hedgehog animal. So after this she never came to see him anymore. And after this she went to another town to see a different doctor. Grumble mean अफसरदगी जाहिर करना, rheumatism mean बीमारी, drove mean गाड़ी में जाना. Then his sister Sarah Doolittle came to him and said, John, how can you expect sick people to come and see you when you keep all this animal in the house? If you go on like this, none of the best people will have you for a doctor. But I like the animals better than the best people, said the doctor. You are ridiculous, and said his sister, and walked out of the room. So one day his sister came to him that how sick people will come to see you when you keep all this animal in his house. So he said that I like animals better than the best people. So Sarah said that you are ridiculous and walked out of the room. Ridiculous mean oot patang. So as time went on, the doctor got more and more animals, and the people who came to see him got less and less, till at last he had no one left except the cat's meat man, who didn't mind any kind of animals. And now when he walked down the street in his high hat, people would say to one another, there goes John Doolittle, MD. There was a time when he was the best. So the time went on and his passion got less and less. So his last passion was cat meat man. So when he was out in the town, so people start telling to one another that there goes John Doolittle. No doctor in the West Country, look at him now. He hasn't any money and his stockings are full of holes. So now he is having a stocking full of holes and he has not any money. But the dogs and the cats and the children still ran up and followed him through the town, the same as they had done when he was rich. So the dogs and cats and children followed him. Now one day the doctor was sitting in his kitchen talking with the cat's meat man, who had come to see him with a stomach ache. Why don't you give up being a people's doctor and be an animal doctor? Asked the cat's meat man. So the cat's meat man asked him to, why you don't be an animal doctor instead of people's doctor. The parrot Polynesia was sitting in the window looking out at the rain. She started to listen. You see, doctor, the cat's meat man went on, you know all about animals, you more than these vets do. The date book you wrote about cats, why it's wonderful. You might have been a cat yourself. You know the way they think. Listen, you can make a lot of money doctoring animals. Do you know that? See, I would send all the old women who had sick cats or dogs to you, and look, farmers round about who had lame horses and weak lambs, they would come be an animal doctor. So the cat meat man gave him a suggestion to be an animal doctor, that I will send you the sick animals and you will do care of it. Words mean तालीम और तरबियत, might mean ताकतवर और शायद. Lambs mean flew. When the cat's meat man had gone, the parrot flew off the window onto the doctor's table and said, that man's got sense. That's what you ought to do, to be an animal doctor. So his parrot flew to him on his table and said that man got sense, that you should be an animal doctor. Sense mean एहसास करना. Oh, there are plenty of animal doctors, said John Dolittle. Yes, there are plenty, said Polynesia, but none of them are any good at all. Listen, doctor, and I will tell you something. Did you know that animals can talk? I knew that parrots can talk, said the doctor. Oh, we parrots can talk in two languages, people languages and bird language, said Polynesia proudly. If I say Polly wants a cracker, you understand me. Hear this? Ka koi ki. So his parrot came to him and said that parrots can talk in two languages. One is human language and another is parrot language. He said that if I say cracker, you understand me, and if I talk in my own language, you understand me too. Good gracious, cried the doctor, what does that mean? That means is the porridge hot yet in bird language. My, you don't say so, said the doctor. You never talked that way to me before. What would have been the good? Said Polynesia, dusting some cracker crumbs off her left wing. You would not have understood me if I had. Gracious means Shafiq Mehraban, porridge means Dalia, dusting means Safai, cracker crumbs mean Reza Namkeen biscuit. So the bird said that I said that is the porridge hot yet or not? And he dusted his left wing. That you wouldn't understood me? Tell me some more, said the doctor, all excited, and he rushed over to the drawer and come back with the butcher's book and a pencil. Now don't go too fast and I will write it down. This is interesting, very interesting, something quite new. Give me the birds ABC first, slowly. So that was the way the doctor came to know that animals had a language of their own and could talk to one another. And all that afternoon, while it was raining, Polynesia sat on the kitchen table giving him birds' words to put down in the book. So the doctor said to Polynesia that tell me more about the bird's language. I will write down in butcher's book. So this is the end of chapter 6. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.